I would say the most asked question is how I got into racing, and I think it felt like this moment right now. I saw a go-kart for the very, very first time and I didn't know anything about it, and I was actually only 7 years old at the time. I walked to the go-kart and got in. Actually, this is my first time getting into a go-kart again after 4 years, 3-4 years. So let's see if I still fit in, because this is an old go-kart of mine. So let's see. Oh, I'm feeling old. Oh, I still fit in. I grew quite a bit though, but I still fit in. I just love the feeling. Like, go-karting was peak time, I would say. It was amazing. It's actually so nice to be in a go-kart again. I think I drove this in 2018 maybe, 18, 19. Back then I was always racing with number 19. Oh yeah, because it was 2019 and I just liked number 19. My brother's birthday is on the 19th. I just felt natural to choose number 19 for racing. So yeah, that's how I started racing. I saw a go-kart for the very first time and I didn't know anything about it, but I just walked to the go-kart, sat in, as I did right now, and my parents couldn't get me out for 2 hours because I was so invested and looking at all the small details. And yeah, then I started to go to a local go-kart track here in Switzerland, and I really enjoyed my first day. I also remember when I had my first day in a go-kart on the racetrack, because I was only 7 years old, I couldn't understand really what it meant to say throttle and brakes. So I got in my first session and I just went full power, and yeah, then I had to react to it, and that's how I learned it. And I really enjoyed my first day, so I wanted to do more trainings, and then step by step I started to do some races in Switzerland, then more international ones. I think it was a natural process and progress. And then I made the very big step 3-4 years ago into Formula 4s, which was then the race car and not just the go-kart anymore. But yeah, I think I really missed the go-kart times because it was so easy and a lot about fun and not so much pressure as we have now in the Formula Racing series. So yeah, the good old times, and I wish I would have a racetrack in front of me so I could go racing right now. Aber wenn ich jetzt vergleiche mit unseren Bremsen im Formel-Auto, ist diese Bremse so leicht einfach. Das heißt, man braucht gar keine Kraft, man muss nur ein bisschen drücken. Bei uns musst du wirklich so 50, 60, 70 Kilos aufbringen, um einigermaßen gut bremsen zu können. Und hier ist es einfach ja, ein bisschen drücken halt. Fast kein Unterschied zwischen dem Verhalten der Bremse und des Gases, vom Friction und Movement und so. Bisschen simpler alles als bei uns. Like, I don't get how I could sit in this go-kart. Like, it's so much driving like this, whereas in Formula it's more like this, I would say. So it's really like a relaxed position, you know? It feels like if you are in a road car and you have your seat fully back and you're just like cruising. It feels like this right now. This is actually really crazy because I haven't been in a go-kart for 4 years, like 4 years, and now it feels like being 7 years old again and discovering motorsports all over again for myself. And seeing actually what I've done in the 11 years of me being in motorsport it's quite crazy to look back to the journey where I started my first time ever in a go-kart, only 7 years old, and then now racing in F1 Academy. Yeah, being able to represent the Formula 1 team on a global stage, racing alongside Formula 1. So if you think about it like this, yeah, it's a long way, and usually I won't say I'm proud because I always want more and more and more, but right now I think I can feel a bit proud as well of what I've achieved and how far I've already come. There's more to come for sure, but this is a bit of a moment of realization actually for me. I haven't had this for a long time, so yeah, nice. I'm glad I still have this go-kart because usually you give back the go-karts or the cars to the team and you cannot keep them, but we made sure to keep at least one of my go-karts. So yeah, it was really worth it to buy this one and have it for myself, and I think I'll keep this one forever. So I think a big difference between go-karting and single-seater racing, as like Formula 4 or F1 Academy, is that in single-seaters, if you touch, it's a crash or you damage your car. But in go-karts, the side pods are like made to touch a bit and to protect you and your go-kart. And then if you fight or if you're in a race, Usually you get some fight marks, I call them. So on this side here, you can see like how another kart than me we touched, and you see the tires, the tire mark. I would say it's a bit more of pure racing because yeah, you can touch, you can really fight, but it's for sure a bit more dangerous, in my opinion, because you have nothing, like no cover at all. In our F1 Academy cars, we are very like in safe hands, I would say, because the car will protect you and you have the halo and everything. But here it's so open, so a lot of accidents can happen really quickly, I would say. But that's why I'm always thinking it's crazy that I've done this for like 10 years, or in karting I was for 8 years, with like looking back now, understanding how safe our cars are in F1 Academy, and looking back at what risky, dangerous sport I did when I was younger, and that I was allowed to do that for my family. I like my go-kart, even with the fight marks. And yeah, what I'm missing compared to the F1 Academy car, in a go-kart you don't shift, or unless you're racing in a shifter car, but I'm missing the shift pad to change gears. But yeah, we don't have any gears in the go-kart, so no need to shift for that. I for sure missed the go-kart racing times, so it was nice to get back into the seat. And yeah, yep, nice. I don't know what to say anymore. I stepped into the water, so now I'm sleeping. It was really nice to see it again, get back into the go-kart vibes. Yeah, hopefully I'll be driving a go-kart really soon again.